Hi guys, it's Chantale from Lepage Cafe. I'm going to do day 2 of Roxy's weekly challenge. Hers was, I think, painted, making tags with painted elements. I don't have much for painted stuff, so what I was thinking of doing, and she did one with scrapbooking papers that you're not going to use, like these. They're really cool or whatever. They're from Tim Holtz, but I don't think I'll really use them. And I'm working on a couple projects right now, and I need journaling cards and also pockets and stuff that I want to add. So I was going to see how I can reuse these 12 by 12s. And I'm thinking of doing like pockets this size, maybe like 6 by whatever these two are. I'm sorry, I'm not sure. 6 by 4. Yeah, 4. That would make sense, eh? Because it's half of a 12 by 12 and then 3. Okay, so I was thinking of doing possibly pockets with these or journaling tags. So I'm just trying to see if that's the size I need for my pockets. Yeah. So that way I can also use them in other journals. I'm probably just going to make the bases and possibly decorate a couple. So I hope you guys are well. I'm going to put, I'm just going to look at the time to see what 45 minutes will be approximately, right? We use 45 minutes. So I'm just going to see if I've got any papers nearby that I can use for collage. I did have some somewhere. I'm probably going to use some of Tracy Fox's like background ones because I really like them. And they're a really wonderful base. I may not cover all of these because they're kind of cool. I really like the designs. Like the little guys I probably won't use, but these here are really cool. And so anyways, we'll just get started. So it is just about 10:30. It's 45 minutes from now. So really, I just want some bases, and I'm just going to collage, I think, again. And I'm going to try, here's some, this is just a page I got, a vintage page that I scanned. These are some pages from some of Tracy Fox's kits that I've just printed off that I could use as a base as well. What else could I use? So I just want to kind of show you guys how, just because you have a 12 by 12 sheet and you don't know what to do with it, or you just don't like the colors or whatever, you can definitely recover them, utilize them for different things. Now it can be cards, it can be more tags if you want. I'm trying to find my cutter. Where did I put it? Over here. So what I'm thinking of doing is cutting these. I'm just going to use their line. So, and here it's kind of ripped, but that's okay. So I'm doing a 6, and I want to make kind of pockets with them, is what I'm thinking. So we'll see where we get. So right now, these weekly challenges will be kind of more basic. So it's like for everybody. I might do a couple this week. I'm going to see. I was hoping to do some more yet last week, but it just didn't work out. So there's the size that I'm thinking of using for like a base. So it is, like I said, 4 by 6. And then we'll just recover them. Now you could definitely cover the whole thing and then cut them, but I figured there's already lines there. So one side is going to be literally, I'm not going to cover the other side. With tags, you have to cover both sides, right? When it comes to pockets or tuck spots, you don't have to, just trying to think, oh, they're the same. you don't have to cover both sides, right, when they're just a pocket, because you're just going to be attaching them. Another thing I will do, I don't know if I'll do it on this video or not, is before I use these, I will probably sew around them and then stick them in my journals. So these have kind of red on them, so I might use them. I might keep the red just because I'm working on a couple. I'm just thinking about the different projects I've got going on, which I have a lot. Why do I do that? I don't know. I have like 7 projects going on. I think I just get bored with one project at a time, or I get excited about starting something new because I saw a video and then I'm like, ooh, I gotta just work on, I just gotta play with that and see. And then the next thing you know, I have another project. So what I want as, sorry, I'm just moving my cover. So I hope you guys are all well. I don't know if I said that already. So I've got these background, kind of the base that I might use. I hope you guys are all healthy and well. So I'm just gonna kind of collage on there, I'm thinking, and then I'm not overly concerned as to like having them really stuck on, because I will be sewing around. I will have like a messy sew kind of thing going on. So I'm thinking pockets, right? So I am just using this glue stick because it seems to work all right. And then I will also be stitching. So I really like this writing up here. So I'm just going to literally make it super simple, this one. Just with one sheet of paper, just to cover it, just so it's all the same. Now you could use a cutter at this point, but I like to just use my ruler when it wants to work. So right now what I'm doing, I'm just doing the base. So I'm not really decorating per se. I'm just gonna start decorating a little earlier this time around, because the last video I only decorated at the end and it didn't give you guys many choices or ideas, right? So here's one base. For some weird reason there's like a pocket there. So I'm just going to with that real quick. Yes, it's starting to glue already, but I mustn't have put any glue in the middle. So you want to, where is it? Use a, so we kind of get all those bubbles out. Now remember, I'm going to be sewing. If you are not sewing around them, you want to make sure that these are glued properly all the way around, right? Now these are just bases. So right now I'm just covering them so that they don't look like this, right? So very simple. And I'm just going to use a variety of different kind of bases to start. And then I will probably punch at the top to make a pocket like it would be this way. Another thing you could do is have a second pocket in the front like this. But we'll just start with the base. Just do a bunch of them. So it may seem like almost silly to do it this way, but the I think the goal of this weekly challenge is to just like mass make almost, right? So, well, some of them might not necessarily be mass making, but you will definitely have like, I think she's got one of them as a journal cover, I believe. I will also link her channel, so if you want to go check it out, you can. It's just a way of reusing your stash, which I really like, because a lot of these scrapbooking paper, sometimes you don't have anything that you'll use them for, especially like these like little square things. So there's two, right? They're just bases, and of course I'm going to add more to them. I'm just wondering if I want to go this way. I'm thinking, why not, right? So keeping it kind of simple. It's just a place to start, right? Just put it right to the edge. Trying to think of which kit these papers are from. I know they're from Tracy Fox Creative. And I'm gonna grab another paper that I've got. There's another one. See, it's the same paper, but it definitely gives you different looks, right? Which is cool. Tracy Fox has a lot of different kits that you could do this with. It's air there a little bit, but okay. So we've got these so far. Let me see. I've got another. I do love grids, so I'll do one with this one. Where's those other papers I had? Now you could also just, I'll do a couple that would use like almost a collage of the different types. And I'll show you what I mean in a minute. So just do a couple more of these, just like plain, super simple. Now you could definitely just leave them there, keep them just like that, not decorate them if you want. You want to keep them simple. But you could like just keep them as a base where when you're ready to use them, you could use like, if you use, for example, any beautiful, talented ladies out there with gorgeous kits, you could definitely add whatever kit that would match, right, your journal. So like if you're doing a winter theme one, you could add like snowflakes or whatever. Or even use stamps in the background. Give me a second. I'm just going to grab a different kind of paper. Sorry. There's these as well that you could definitely use. They are from a like a box, like subscription box, that you could definitely use as a background. Could go like this if you wanted to. They're like stickers, so I'm not going to use them right now. I was thinking of using them more like for tags, but that's an option as well. Where are those papers? Sorry guys, should have been a little bit more prepared. Here's another one of Tracy Fox's digitals that you could use as a background. I had the other ones and now I can't find them. They're in blue. I'm working on a journal that has blues and stuff for winter, like a winter journal. So that's what I was thinking. But I'll use this one as a base anyways. So they just, this is kind of cool for that. And these don't really matter if they're upside down or whatever, right? I just decided on a size which would fit in a, you know, regular journal, I believe. I'm just trying to see what area you want. get some of those airports out. So you kind of see how simple that is, right? How it can also change your paper really fast, really quickly with just different digitals. So here's another one. So here, let's do some kind of collage ones. So we'll just go. I really love these numbers. So you could definitely go kind of like that. Right? And then I want something. Go. Oh, it's not long enough. I thought it would be long enough. Definitely kind of go like this sort of. Here's a regular sheet of paper. Oh, they are quite a bit bigger. I think that would be a great size. That's okay. So, for example, you could literally cut them down too, right? See, that's the size I kind of want. So I could definitely cut that. I don't know if I want that blue. Oh, my glue is almost gone, you guys. Oh no. Might have to use Fabri-Tac because I think I'm out. So sorry if I put my head in the screen. And I kind of want this one on top, I'm thinking. Well, that's not very useful now, is it? But I know that I'll be sewing these anyway. So now I'm just going to trim that. Since it's not really the size I want. Trim this end. And that's another thing you can do, is just use your trimmer. But oh, I just ripped it all wrong. Oh, I don't mind that little bits of red. So now I'm just going to line this up so it's not too crooked. And there you go. With little bubbles underneath. But there's another way of kind of using up. Now there is a little rip here, which is not a big deal. You could definitely stick another little piece if you wanted to, or leave it. I don't mind the red with the red because I've got a journal that I am going to probably use this pocket for. So this size is 5 by 4, I think it is. Yeah. You could also do them in diagonal, make a pocket like kind of like that way. So let me show you what I mean. Oops. So kind of like, sort of, I'm thinking like that. So it's a diagonal pocket. It's just different pockets that you could do with bases. And then you could, oh my goodness. Where am I at? Bullet time. So you could also use a circle punch for the top to make your little divot. go sort of in the middle. You don't need to be in the middle. I'm just kind of eyeballing it, give or take. Like that. That would give you a spot for a pocket. I think these guys are, but these would be okay for the inside of a kind of journal cover, I think. Oh, that's kind of big. Well, maybe it's a little bit bigger than I was thinking, but it could definitely be a journaling card as well that goes this way, right? You could, where is my cutter? Oh, right here. Could definitely like cut the corners so that it's just like a little softer. Now, I know that, or another thing you could do is just use a kind of glue cap to give you a little line. So you know how to make that corner curved. Just use your scissors, or you could just eyeball it too, you know. It just softens the edge of those. I'm just gonna see if I could find a journal to kind of show you guys how to use it. So this is just using up 12 by 12. Like, see how these end up like a little bit? You could definitely cut these in half and make little tickets. You just use your little corner punch and cut the corners. Like so. Some little dents on the sides. Right, these are just the little bitty scraps that are left over from what I trimmed. See? And you got a little ticket. You could definitely ink these as well. This one is kind of like half little guy, but you could cover it as well and make a ticket out of that if you wanted to. And then you could just add little clusters on the side, or another thing you could use, which I love to use, and if you've been following me for a little while, you'll know that as well. I love to use tea bags. It just makes it grungier. So you could definitely make like a little kind of, just stick it down and have a little, I always have, these are so cute. These little mushrooms, or these, even these awesome labels. I've got so many of them. They're Tracy's labels. So let's, I don't know, what are we at? 23 minutes. Okay, so let's decorate then. Let's just play. And I'm just going to use Fabri-Tac. I'm thinking just because I'm out of my, which I'm just looking around now. I don't know, I don't see my Fabri-Tac, you guys. Oh my goodness. So well organized, I tell ya. I also have these that I could use for collage. It's just I think that one was possibly from Took. Oh goodness, I am sorry guys, I'm so disorganized. I also have these that you could use. They're like different little bits. So I'll put that there. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I'm just going to use Fabri-Tac. I will be sewing these, so I'm not going to go crazy on these. I'll probably cut down as well, make them in smaller pockets, kind of like this. So what I would do, let's just do one at a time. Here, we'll do this one and we'll do this one. So I'll just glue that tea bag real quick. So I'm not going to worry about it being perfect, as I know I'm going to be sewing on these. So it kind of gives you a little bit of kind of grunge. I don't want it to be perfect. It's the last thing I want with these. I want it to be grungy. So I'm going to use one of these really cute little, I feel like I need something else behind. I always have a lot of different scraps nearby too. So I feel like I need something. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. This is actual ledger paper as well. Maybe a piece of this maybe German paper. I'm not sure what that is. This might be too late to move this. Okay, we're going to improvise and make it work. So we can do maybe like that. What do you think? I don't know if I want. I just want a little bit of the text because I put glue in there and now it's kind of stuck. Of course, right? Oh, don't you just love when this like just goobers out? Goodness gracious, I got glue literally everywhere, you guys. Yes, I make messes too. Okay, so I think I want to put this guy kind of like back here. Okay, I'm gluing this up to my table. So here you go. And then I want I kind of almost want a bigger piece. So we'll go in these. I think this, I feel like it should be this way, but it just doesn't work that way, does it? It could. No, I think it's a little too big. Oh, this one's the right side though, it seems like. Yep. See, you could definitely have it like that, but I think it's a little too big. So let's see, what else do I have that under all this stuff? Butterfly. Nope. I want like almost half of that. Like this little guy. This kind of sorry guys, I'm just looking through these. I don't have that much. So I would also ink around. And you'll see a huge difference as well when you sew. I think I need a label as well. I'm thinking butterfly maybe. That could be cool with maybe this label. Now usually what I would do is I would literally just sew across. I don't know that I want this one though. Maybe this one. Maybe I want another piece of this little bits of, so it kind of mimics, kind of works together, right? I don't know, you guys. These ones as well could be cute. I kind of like this one on there, but not sure about this label. Let's see what else I've got. These are really cool labels, new labels that Tracy came out with. Nope. This one maybe? They're like little fabric swatches. Kind of like, no. I feel like it should be a little longer, so it kind of pops on both sides. There you go. I think I like that. Now, because I don't have the proper, like I've got a blue on my sewing machine because I'm so well organized, we're just going to keep collaging, and I will sew it at another time. Just gonna glue what we got. Not too worried about perfection right now, just sticking everything kind of down. Okay, I put the glue in the wrong space completely. Jeez. Goodness gracious. So there you go. Now you got a corner pocket, right? And I'm gonna see if I can find a journal to show you how you can use them. I don't have any close by. Oh my goodness. I'm so well organized, ain't I? Okay. So here's one of a journal I've got that I haven't written in. But she's got a lot of stuff in here, so let's see. There's a pocket, and then you could have, or a paper. So you can have it like this as a pocket right in the corner. So just to give you an idea. So there's the pocket idea. Now let's do another one. Let's use this one, but instead of making it this way, maybe I'll make it this way. And then I want this corner to be a little more rounded. I don't think it would work in here. Oh, I guess it could. Now that's another thing you could do as well, is round the corners. I don't think I want, of course, it doesn't want to cut it. It's okay, I can always just cut it with scissors. I'm going to see if I can do this side. There you go. I need to kind of sharpen that side. Just trimming the edges so they're more, oh my goodness, I'm sorry. So now, another thing you can do is use a stencil and a stamp. Oh my goodness, where did I put them? I just found my stencil and my stamp that I used to use all the time. And oh, there's a stencil that you could use. So you just kind of put ink where you want it. There you go. Gives you a nice little stencil. Where is my stamp now? I got like a script stamp. I actually just had it too. I was just using it. I don't think I can find it. Nope. So you could definitely put, oh, there it is. Sorry, found it under papers. I got papers everywhere. So you could use, like, I like the script areas, so I just use ink on that, and then you could add a little script. All right, like that. It gives you a depth and stuff. And then you could use tea bags again if you want, because I really like tea bags personally. They just add texture. I don't know if I want the whole thing. Just a little bit. And I want something that's kind of like, oh, what was I supposed to, I was supposed to go this way, wasn't it? Well, it's going this way now because my, I guess it could work this way too. But my script is this way, so we'll do it that way. That's another thing too you could do with this one. What I usually do is I'll do like a bunch of them at the same time, kind of. Do all the stenciling if I'm using stencils at once, kind of. I think this one could use a bit of stenciling. It just adds a little depth to your, I find, to your, now, as you can tell, it's not completely stuck down. I will be sewing probably through the collage and then around it all the way around. So just so you know, I will probably post some pictures of what they look like at the end when I post them on my social media. So all my links are at the bottom if you want to go check it out. Now you don't have to go crazy. Like, look how soft that is, and it works. I love stencils for that. So same thing here. You could definitely use, I find it just softens the look. See? I'm doing it very lightly for these ones. So now, got stuff everywhere. That's kind of how I work, unfortunately. It may drive people crazy, but it's just the way I am. So we could go, like, maybe kind of like this, maybe. I do love the blue, but I'm not sure about that little pop of red. Let's see what I've got in here. Looks a little. Definitely. Maybe like that. Now what I did when I decided to choose the blue is I looked at my mushroom and it had blue in it. So I figured that that would work well with the mushroom itself. So that's kind of how I picked the blue label. Now we could do a little collage on this one as well. Let's see, maybe I can put a couple little mushrooms. No, don't want that one. Don't know if I want this one. I think I might just leave it at this. Nope. Nope. And then I usually grab a label of some kind to put in the middle or in the back or whatever. Because this one already has different layers. So I think I might just leave it like that, and then I'll ink the edge of that. So my biggest thing that I've been trying to remind myself is not to think too much. Just kind of do and don't think, because if I think too much, I overthink it and then I don't get anything done. So I think I will ink. It'll help it pop out a little bit more. Oh, I'm making a mess with this Fabri-Tac. Now because it's paper, you don't need a lot. And since there was a bubble there, I thought I would use up. So we're gonna kind of do the same thing here. Oh, it's stuck to my finger. Because it's a tea bag, it doesn't need a lot. I'm just kind of scrunching it. Like that. And then I don't need a ton, believe me. Oh, there's this really cool little kind of staple there I really like. And the mushroom is stuck to my finger. So then I'm going to trying to put very light amounts, because I mean, you don't even need Fabri-Tac for this. But I am out of the other, just like that. Another thing that I like to use that I didn't add, and that might help with more texture, is this tape. I just love it. It's drywall tape, and I just put a little bit. Nothing crazy. Little fuzzies on there. I think I want to start a new one because it's got fuzzies on it. I'm not too fond of the fuzzies. So I like to cut them kind of in an angle, and then just to add a little bit of texture and kind of ground it almost. Now I want the mushroom in the front, so it's not. I'm gonna put it sort of back there. Now this is literally up to you. It's preference. You don't have to do this. Just showing you how I do things. So I'm going to check the time after this, see where we're at. Oh, come on. I keep getting it caught on. Oh, that's what it is. The tea bag behind there. And this one, I'll just put that there for now. Just gonna add a little bit of, since I pulled it right off. And there we go. We got 3 pockets so far. Okay, we're at 45 minutes already. So there you go. So it gives you kind of a little bit of an idea of what to use with those scrapbooking papers. You can make pockets. So I hope that you enjoyed it. It's not quite the same as day 2 for Rachel, but hey, I had fun, so I hope you enjoyed as well. And I'll try to do another video maybe this week to try to catch up, so I'm not too far behind, because